Hey everyone, today's video is about when you wake up and you have a nightmare, but he's not with you. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Let's get going. It was a peaceful evening at the dorms of UA High, and you had just settled into bed after a long day of hero training. As you drifted off to sleep, a sense of contentment washed over you, knowing that Bakugou would be there when you woke up. He had been your everything, your partner in every sense of the word. But in the early hours of the morning, a nightmare shattered the tranquility of your slumber. Images of past battles and the fear of losing Bakugo in the line of duty plagued your mind. You tossed and turned, sweat beading on your forehead, until finally you jolted awake, your heart racing in your chest. You sat up, your breath coming in ragged gasps as you scanned the room, searching for any sign of danger. But as your eyes adjusted to the darkness, you realized that you were alone in bed. Bakugo was nowhere to be seen. Panic surged through you as you called out his name, your voice trembling with fear. Katsuki, Katsuki, where are you? There was no response, and the silence that greeted you only heightened your sense of unease. You swung your legs over the edge of the bed, your hands shaking as you reached for the light switch. The room flooded with soft lightning, casting shadows along the walls. You took a deep breath, trying to steady your nerves. It was just a nightmare, you told yourself. Bakugo was probably in the common room, or the training grounds, unable to sleep just like you. But the thought of him not being by your side when you needed him the most was enough to make your heart ache. You had grown so accustomed to his presence, his warmth, and his unwavering support that the idea of him being away felt like a physical weight on your chest. With shaky hands, you reached for your phone, hoping to find a message or some sign of his whereabouts. But there was nothing. No missed calls, no messages, no indication of where he might be. The fear threatened to overwhelm you as you got out of bed, wrapping a blanket around your shoulders for support. You paced the room, your mind racing with worry and uncertainty. What if something had happened to him? What if your nightmare was a promotion of some kind? But just as you were on the brink of despair, the door to your room creaked open, and in the soft light of the hallway, he saw Bakugo standing there, his gaze filled with concern. "Ryan, what's wrong?" he asked, rushing over to you and enveloping you into a tight embrace. "I heard you calling my name. Are you okay?" Tears welled up in your eyes as you clung to him, relieved beyond words that he was safe and sound. I had a nightmare, Katsuki, and I thought something had happened to you in real life as well." Bakugo held you close, his touch a soothing balm to your afraid nerves. "I'm here, Ryan. I'm okay. I'm not going anywhere." He buried your face in his chest, the sound of his steady heartbeat a reassurance that everything was going to be alright. "I was so scared, Katsuki. I couldn't bear the thought of losing you." He pulled back slightly, his hands cupping your face as you wiped away your tears with his thumb. "You're not going to lose me, Ryan. I promise you. I'll always be here for you, no matter what happens." You nodded, your heart slowly returning to its regular rhythm. "I know, Katsuki. I just couldn't shake the fear." Baku's expression softened, and he pressed a gentle kiss to your forehead. "I'm sorry I wasn't here when you woke up. I was just getting some water, but I'm here now, and I'm not going anywhere." You leaned into his touch, feeling the warmth of his love envelop you. In that moment, you realized that no matter what nightmares or challenges life threw your way, as long as you had Bakugo, you could overcome anything. As you both settled back into bed, he wrapped his arms around you, pulling you closer. You nestled into his embrace, feeling the steady rhythm of his breathing lull you back to a peaceful slumber. With Katsuki, he knew that you were safe and loved and protected. and that thought was enough to chase away the remnants of the nightmare that had haunted you. The next morning, he awoke to the warm rays of sunlight streaming through the window, and the events of the previous night seemed like a distant memory. He glanced over at Katsuki, who was still sound asleep. His features softened in the gentle morning light. A sense of calm washed over you as you watched him, reassured by his presence beside you. As he shifted in bed, Bakugo stirred, his eyes fluttering open. He blinked a few times, his gaze focusing on you, and a small smile touched the corners of his lips. "Morning, Wayan. You sleep okay?" He returned his smile, the warmth of his love, soothing any lingering traces of the nightmare. "I'm better now, Katsuki, thanks to you." He reached out, brushing a stray lock of hair from your face. "I mean, what I said last night, Wayan. I'm always going to be here for you, no matter what. You don't have to face your fears alone." You leaned into his touch. The tenderness of the words were affirming the depth of your bond. "I know, Katsuki, and I'm grateful for that. You mean everything to me." His gaze softened further, and he pulled into a tight embrace, his warmth enveloping you. "And you mean everything to me, Wayan. I'll always protect you, no matter what." The embrace was a silent promise, a testament to the unbreakable connection that bound you together. As you lay in his arms, you knew that you had a nightmare from the previous night was just a fleeting shadow in the face of the love and strength you shared. With Bakugo by your side, you faced each new day with a renewed sense of determination and courage. He continued to be your pillar of support, your source of strength, and your unwavering protector. And as your days at UA High unfolded, you both grew stronger, not just as heroes, but also as partners who had weathered the storms of fear and uncertainty together. In the quiet moments between classes and training, you often found yourself sharing tender glances and soft little touches, each gesture a silent reminder of the unspoken bond that tied your hearts together. And through it all, Bakugo remained a constant source of comfort, his presence a beacon of hope that guided you through the challenges of being a hero. As the month passed, your relationship with Bakugo deepened further, and you knew that no matter what trials and tribulations lay ahead, as long as you had him by your side, you could overcome anything. Your love for each other was a force that transcended fear and doubt, a force that strengthened with each passing day. Thank you guys for listening. Hope you like this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Goodbye.